Hi there, conversationists. Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. And if you're just tuning in for the very first time, I say a very big welcome to you. Thank you for tuning in. Please do well to subscribe, do well to share, do well to like, and do well to engage on the comment section. And to my returning subscribers, I say a very big thank you. Thank you for tuning in once again. And today we are going to be dealing with a very important topic, actually this week here. It's the subject of pornography, right? You know, pornography addiction is the biggest trend of the 21st century. Do you agree? I mean, you watching, do you agree it's the biggest trend of the 21st century? I think it is. If you ask me, I think it is. I'd like to know what you think on the comment section, okay? It's the biggest addiction of the 21st century. If you look around you, all the pictures, the clubs. In fact, now we have clubs, we have strip clubs. And even within strip clubs, we have inner clubs and inner circles and groups and rooms that all manner of things happen. All of these are all part of the pornographic family. If I'll put it that way, that's if it's a family at all. But it's a group. It's an addiction. It's like a sect, you know. People with like minds, craving and requiring, desiring rather, not requiring, desiring the same things sexually, acquiring those things or getting those things through watching videos, reading. I know we always say mostly videos and pictures, but I'll tell you how some of the books we read are also pornographic because I'm coming from that place. That's basically what's happening in the 21st century right now. That's what's going on. Every advert you turn to, you may call them advert, but I see them as they're pornographic. It's always about the women nearly stuck naked. Even if you want to advertise a toothpaste, you want to advertise a bathing soap, everything is sexualized. You want to advertise a car wash, it's sexualized. You want to advertise a school, it's different things we advertise now are all sexualized. You want to advertise a body spray, it's sexualized. You want to advertise body wears, is sexualized. It's just out there. So everything is screaming literally around you when you turn. When you go to the gym, it's screaming pornography. It's not written on the forehead of anybody, but it's screaming pornography. And then you wonder, like, whew, this is crazy. This is crazy. Because we thought it was just maybe children that used to get addicted to it at some point in their life, and maybe they grow out of it. But have you seen the rate at which adults are watching pornography? Like adults like myself, maybe yourself inclusive, are watching pornography. If I were to ask you, why are you watching pornography? Or why do you suddenly have a strong desire to go that route? Where is it coming from? Who do you spend time with? What would your answer be? That's the latest, or for how many years now? And with each passing day, each passing moment, children are being groomed by the internet. They are being groomed by the movie sites like Netflix and Prime Video, Bed, Hulu, books, pornographic magazines, novels, into these things. And it's scary because some of these things are the reason why there's an increase in the number of rapists out here. Some of these things are the reason why we have a rising rate of people who are in the circle that they've called themselves now as LGBTQ and all the other numbers they're adding. While children are changing, they want to try different things. Boys want to know what it feels like to have their penises in the anus of other boys. Girls want to know what it feels like to have their hands and have their mouths on the breast and the vagina of every other girl out there. Dear fellow girls, it's crazy. There's nothing exciting about this news. There's nothing beautiful about it. But we need to have these conversations. And maybe I'm speaking to you. You're struggling with it, or you know somebody who is struggling with it. It's not about hiding it under the we can't sweep it under the carpet, because no matter how it's not something you can sweep under the carpet. No matter how much you try to hide it, it's there. It all belongs even to the category of those we say masturbating. It's there. It's a craving, and sometimes you don't care who you want to exert some of these things you watch, some of this dramatization they do with those in these pornographic videos and films, you know, on this site. You want to practice it, so you don't even care if the person you want to practice it on is a child. Maybe you've not done it, but if you were to sit back and be honest with yourself, where did that urge come to grab a little girl come from? The urge, even as a man, to attempt, what's the word? To attempt penetrating a child, a boy, or grooming them. The attempt, the desire to know what it feels like to touch the penis of a younger child, a younger version of yourself, who could literally be your child, your grandchild, your nephew, you name it, your student. It's happening in schools. Boys are being raped. Where are the children getting these things from, right? Can we talk about it? What's been your journey so far so good? Would you like to share on the comment section? Engage with me. What's been your struggle with it? Let's talk. Let's talk. I want to get your reactions because this is an important topic. And God willing, we will have interviews with other people who we will get that opportunity, that space that we need to be able to talk to people who've been in it. If you're one of them and you want to come out of it, or you're working towards that journey, you're making progress. It doesn't always have to start with you going to sit before a therapist for you to show that, oh, you're making progress because you're sitting before a professional. Because I understand that every little thing these days, we think we need to sit before therapists. I'm not undermining the place of therapy and counseling, or seeing a psychologist, or just seeing the medics, but you know, sometimes the conversation has to be with you sitting with yourself, or you just tuning into a podcast like this and just listening and making your own notes, not necessarily from what I'm saying, but you know, like when you get a book, whether it's printed or it's handwritten, those white spaces where you don't write on, those are how that's where you jot down what your own case is. So I know there are many blank spaces in between the things I'm saying. Maybe that's where your story is. Can you begin to feel it on your own? Because this thing is destroying you. It's destroying me. And the more I sweep it under the carpet, the more you sweep it under the carpet, the more frustrated, the more the pain, the more you live in denial, the more you live in denial, the greater the urge to try to act out the things you see or read, the greater the urge to hurt other human beings. Let's talk. Yeah. Okay. This is just where I'll call it a halt before I give you the other episodes, and I just share what I think, some of the experiences I've had, and how I was introduced to pornography. But for now, please do engage in the comment section, and remember to keep your comments as respectful as always. I'll see you shortly.